Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Lars here today. We're going to go ahead, we're going to dive in, and we're going to check out some footage. Things have changed just a little bit. We are going to demote Umbreon. We love him, I love him, but we are bringing in Granbull, to the lead, and it's because there are so many Umbreons. There are so many Machamps. There are so many everything that Granbull eats for breakfast. So they immediately switch to Cop Egregious. You're going to say, Lars, why are you doing that? Why not give why not give Granbull a few extra fast moves? And it's because we need Umbreon to come in, pull off a Dark Pulse, and then a few extra attacks, fast attacks, charge it on up, and we're good. So here comes their Umbreon. What we're gonna do here, last resort, last resort, last resort. They're gonna do the same. Now, don't get caught in a bad scenario, which means you do not want their Umbreon to kill you with its fast move and have, poor Granbull have to tank two last resorts to the face. It's not gonna be fun, and you might lose. So go ahead and just let this one do their thing. There it is. But just be conscientious of that. We know because I've seen this team so many times, it is, usually an Umbreon, Conflict Regis, and like a Muck or a Grimer, something like that. So just so you guys know, always build that cache of knowledge, what you're seeing. But for the most part, we're pretty much golden. So yeah, it is a Grimer. Normally it's a Muck, but this person's using Grimer. Totally fine. Go ahead, shield this Mud Bomb just to be on the safe side. And that's that. We win. And it's on to the next one. Also, big thanks to my wife. She's letting me use her account. She's been playing on it a few days with Samurott. I wanted to test some things out, and yeah, it's been going good. Big help just switching that around because, at first I'm like, okay, the Umbreon is getting a lot of fighter matchups, but in the end, all we needed to do was just switch a few things. So here we go. Here is a Shadow Muck. They switched to Vigoroth. We are bringing in good old Umbreon. Now, normally it's not the best thing to bring in Umbreon, but we decided to do it, and it worked out because it's all about how your opponent plays it. So we're throwing two of these Dark Pulses. What they're going to do is they're double charging. They opt not to shield. So we are going to be greedy. We are going to steal this lead from them. One, and then here comes the second one. We're shielding it. Absolutely shield it. There we go. Bulldoze and then kill it. We're ready to go. We have a charge move ready, and we have gained the lead, which is super important. So there we go. They are bringing in Dragonair, and the battle is over because we have now our Granbull for Dragonair, and of course we have Hypno for Muck. So there it is. When you do see a Muck, all you need to do is just shield. And well, normally we knew they were going to throw Thunder Punch, but shield the first one, the Dark Pulse, and then that's it. They won't get a second one off because it's better. It sucks having to burn a shield, but just waste that energy or accrue that energy and give up the shield, and you'll be golden. Especially because a lot of people don't know what those mucks have, and so they are more apt to shield. So here we go. On to the next battle. And now I left quite a few. There's a couple. Instead of just cherry picking them and showing bad leads or whatever, we'll do that a little bit later. For now, it's just the entire um, you know set of 5 at the time. So Cop Egregious lead. What we're gonna do? Cop Egregious a little bit trickier. Go ahead, shield it, and then normally it'll be two. They can get two dark moves off or one shadow ball. So there we go. There's a crunch. They shield, and so now it's 1v1. We're going to be greedy again, be a little bit more aggressive than we would with our Great League team. So there we go. And then here comes a Clefable. So very rare to see a ABB double fairy. They were really popular the first 48 hours, but now not so much. If you can make it work, absolutely. And if you guys have made it work, let me know. But we're looking really good. Our Hypno, no need, if we had shields, to use them because there is nothing Clefable knows that can one-hit KO it. There we go. And then Umbreon's in, and that's that. End of story, we win. All right, on to the next battle. Let's do it. So what have we got? Let's see. All right, we have Granbull versus Granbull. This is the one we lose. In hindsight, actually, we lose 2 in a row because they have a Shadow Machamp in the back. And it's something, I wasn't really um, able to identify, but, you just got to kind of Do your best, play it how you think they're going to, what they're going to have, and that's that. So we throw the Focus Blast. A lot of people with Umbreon will not show, will not shield that Focus Blast. They'll let it hit, and it's pretty rare for them to use a shield on it. And as always with our Umbreon, we're just going to use our fast move to kill it. There we go. And then they get one more charge move off. No problem though, right? Well, it is a problem, but that's how we would normally do it. And then here comes that symbol we didn't want to see in the upper right-hand corner, that Machamp. So there it is. I should have maybe, quick switch just a little bit sooner before this, but try to get an extra fast move off. Granbull versus Granbull. And then obviously we can't get another fast move off, and that's that. On to the next one. All right, what do we have coming up here? We have a Kava Egregious. So, like I said before, most people will throw 2 dark moves or 1 Shadow Ball. They're going to go ahead and they are going to throw the 2 dark moves. I usually, it's a huge gamble. A lot of times it pays off, but sometimes it doesn't. And this is one time it didn't. Shield both of them, because even though it sucks, losing 2 shields, uh, you have enough energy to where they're going to be nervous. They're going to shield as well. So, there we go. All right, so now they're down to 1 shield. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Granbull, and we're bringing in Hypno, and they're leaving Vigoroth in, which, had I to do over again, absolutely should have brought in Umbreon. That's hindsight, right? But it would have won. But you got to go with what you know, and we thought that they had, something else in the back. So, is what it is. Overall, had a pretty good day though. It was This was a 3-2 set, and then we had, I believe, 2 4-1s and 2 5-0s. So not bad. Always good to get back, up into the 2600s. There's that, and that's that. Good effort. That sad set, right? So here we go. On to the next one. That last battle, it's over. It's done with. Let's go ahead. Let's check out the next one. So a lot of that was just being able to identify. But now we know. So they switch. We're switching, like I said before. Here comes the Dark Pulse. Go ahead, shield it, and bank the energy. By the time we kill it, we'll have a Shadow Ball ready to go. And a lot of people do not like dealing with Shadow Ball. They really don't. And our opponent's Umbreon, we're going to go ahead. We're going to throw this Focus Blast. I think a lot of people, there are so many Hypnos, my wife and I were talking about this, that know Thunder Punch. And so I think a lot of people expect me to throw, Thunder Punch and then throw Focus Blast. But is what it is. So we have Ninetales. Here we go. There's that Dark Pulse. They don't shield. And Ninetales is almost to that threshold of Granbull coming in and, headbutting it to death. So there we go. Here comes number 2. We're just waiting for the Ninetales to go ahead and throw this, well, either a Weather Ball or a, Overheat. So we are bringing in as soon as we can. Well, first, throw this Dark Pulse. And then we're bringing in Granbull. Now, you always, always, always want to have the last resort hit us over the Weather Ball. They chose not to throw it because we had a shield, but had we shielded that last resort, I guarantee you that he would have thrown that Weather Ball. So, here we go. On to the next battle. So, let's see what's going on. What have we got coming on up? Actually, I really don't know. Forgot. Okay, Dragonair. This is the Dragonair. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to use our fast move. They are switching immediately to Ninetales. Most people will leave it in the back, but this person, they write the Ninetales. No problem. Go ahead, shield this one. I thought it was going to be, honestly, I thought they were going to try to just throw Overheat right off the bat. Got to have to shield the second one just because it is going to be Overheat. So there's that, but we have plenty of energy. Go ahead, throw the Shadow Ball, and this is why Shadow Ball is important. There's one. And then here comes number 2 Shadow Ball. And now it's 0 shields versus 0 shields. Alrighty, Granbull's coming back in. Go ahead, let this one hit us, because we don't have any choice. There we go. And now it's our Umbreon versus their Muck, and there's not a whole lot they can do here. We are looking really, really good, because 0 shield situation, especially if they don't have something weird, like Acid Spray and Thunder Punch or something. So there we go. We're looking good. There's that Thunder Punch again. And then what we're going to do here is we don't want to get, like overconfident and throw it without having any energy. Make sure you have enough energy to where they will not get a body slam off before your Dark Pulse. So in order to do that, we needed to half charge it, which we did against Muck, and that's that. But always be aware of that. Always, always, always be aware. Otherwise, you'll lose one that you're like, you have the good lead, you get a good swap, and then, you lose, and you're like, why? Well, you gotta always, always, always remember to count what they're doing, or at least, you know, have a good idea, right? So this person, they're just done with Pokemon Go PvP for now. Uh, Either that or they're a Guardian Angel. And so we had to restart our game. But yeah, normally I just record every single video separately, but because I'm doing all at once or in sets of 5, I was like, I'm not going to edit it out, whatever. So that's the reason why. And now you know. All right, on to the next one. What do we got here? A Machamp lead, one of the best case scenario. So here we go. They bring in Double, which is a really, really, well, not rare, but a lot of people have Vigoroth instead of Double. But no problem with Double, still a really good choice. What we're gonna do here is we absolutely are gonna shield. There's a body slam, and that's that. So we have a Shadow Ball ready to go, and we're going to charge it up. We're going to use this Shadow Ball. Berserker is a great choice. I'm jealous. I wish I had a Berserker. I don't. With good IVs, throw another Shadow Ball. And Berserker knows foul play and close combat. So, any Pokemon that knows dark and fighting or, ground and rock, good choice. Really, really good choice. So here we go. We are not going to shield. Do not waste your shield. We throw an extra fast move, but they catch it and they switch to Machamp, but you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter. And then we have a Focus Blast ready and waiting, and that is that. On to the next battle. All right, there we go. We win. And let's see what we got coming up next. But yeah, it's been really, really good. I know I've been told at least in the 2200 range, there are a lot of people that are running a lot of different stuff like Samurott, like my wife was running, and Meganium, but I'm not seeing it higher up, obviously, but just like anything, the tighter the meta gets. So, another great lead, and here comes our Muck. So, shield it, absolutely shield it. There we go. There's that Dark Pulse. Couple quick slaps, and we have a Shadow Ball ready to go. But chances are they're going to bring in their Umbreon. There's that Umbreon. Throw the Focus Blast. 9 times out of 10, they will not shield. They do not like shielding that. And then we were going to try to get a Shadow Ball off, but you know what? Doesn't matter. There we go. And now we bring in, do not bring in Granbull, bring in Umbreon to absorb any damage or whatever. And he always a good idea, especially when they're that low of health. Just bring in Umbreon, right? Try to farm him down. There we go. We're going to go ahead and let them do their thing. They're in that threshold of, there's the overheat. Now we're going to throw this charge move, but this charge move doesn't matter because they'll shield it. So here we go. Even with that, that attack break, we are still absolutely shielding this Weather Ball because we know that their opponent, or our opponent's Umbreon, has a last resort ready, but it's not going to kill us. There it is. One quick boop. Done. That's that. There we go. And I believe this next one is the last battle. So thank you all for watching. It's been fun. And yeah, I hope you choose to use this team. Took some pictures. So this happened when she was asleep. So in the morning, she can wake up and she can have cowboy pants on because since we live in Arizona, my wife and I, it's really appropriate that she gets this outfit. And yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead, check this one out. And this one, yeah, last battle. This is Donphan. Really, really, really rare Pokemon to see. If you see it as a lead, just do what Granbull does best, which is just headbutt it to death. Charm it to death, whatever. There we go. And here comes a Crunch. There we go. Say goodbye to Granbull. We're going to bring in Hypno, and they're going to quick switch to Umbreon. And what we're actually going to do here is let this one hit us. No problem. There's a foul play. Luckily, a lot of people are using foul play, and a lot of people to start were using Dark Pulse. I prefer Dark Pulse. I'm sure someone said foul play is better, and so people are doing foul play. But me personally, Dark Pulse. What you do, totally up to you. In the end, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way. You just get a little bit more damage with Dark Pulse. So there we go. We are farming this opponent's Umbreon down, and then here comes Muck, and that's that. I don't even think they shield here. All right, one more. And yeah, thanks again, everybody, for watching. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you soon.